Welcome to the continuation of chapter circle. This is the 6th video and today we are going to learn the last 4 theorems of this chapter given in your book. So first, theorem of angle between tangent and secant. Next, theorem of internal division of chords. Theorem of external division of chords. And last, tangent secant segments theorem. So these 4 theorems are very important, and once you know how to use the statements properly, you can solve any problem based on these 4 questions, and in question paper you will see at least one question based on these 4 theorems. So first, theorem of angle between tangent and secant. What does this statement tells us? That if an angle has its vertex on the circle, its one side touches the circle and the other intersects the circle in one more point, then the measure of the angle is half the measure of its intercepted arc. So we will once again see the statement in the diagram. So see here, this TR is tangent, PQ is secant, and at Q, PQR, this angle is the angle between tangent and secant. Similarly here, PQT is angle between tangent and secant. So I will read the statement. Look in the diagram. If an angle has its vertex on the circle, see here, Q is on the circle, its one side touches the circle, its one side, whose one side? Angle's one side is touching the circle, this side is touching the circle, and other intersects the circle in one more point. See, other side of this angle is intersecting this circle in one more point P. Then the measure of angle is half the measure of its intercepted arc. So this measure of angle is half the measure of intercepted arc. So intercepted arc is PSQ. So same here, like inscribed angle theorem, I will write the statement. Angle PQR is half of measure arc PSQ. Or on the other side, angle PQT, see this angle PQT is half of measure arc PUQ. So now we will see the proof of this theorem. The proof has 3 cases, same like the inscribed angle theorem. We will see for each case, and first write down given to prove. So given TR is tangent at the point of contact Q, PQ is secant, and angle PQR is the angle between secant and tangent. To prove, angle PQR is half of measure arc PSQ. And now for proof, there are 3 cases. So case 1 is when this angle between tangent and secant is 90 degree, like this. Then next case, second, is when this angle is acute angle, so which is less than 90 degree. And third case is when this angle is greater than 90 degree, obtuse angle. So angle PQR is greater than 90 degree. So for first case, proof is very easy. As we know by tangent theorem, OQ is perpendicular to QR, so angle OQR is 90 degree. So angle PQR will be 90 degree. And measure arc PSQ is 180 degree because it is semicircle. See, PSQ. Why this is semicircle? Because PQ is the diameter of this circle, and diameter divides the circle in 2 equal parts. So PSQ is semicircle. So its measure will be 180 degrees. So now observing this, we get angle PQR is half of measure arc PSQ. So OQR and PQR are same. So here is the proof for first case. For second case, you need a little construction to draw OP and OQ. Both are the radii of same circle. So construction, draw OP and OQ. As they are both equal, then angle OPS is same as angle OQS. We will say that the measure of both angles be x degree by isosceles triangle theorem. So as angle OQR is 90 degree, see angle between radius and tangent, by tangent theorem we get this angle 90 degree. Then 90 degree equal to this angle plus this angle. So x degree plus angle PQR is 90 degree. So write down this as equation number 1. Next, in this triangle OPQ, the sum of measures of all angles is 180. So angle QOP plus angle OQP plus angle OPQ is equal to 180 degree. Now QOP is the major arc PSQ because this one is the central angle of this arc, and measurement of these angles is x degree. So by solving this equation we get major arc PSQ is 180 minus 2x. So now I will divide the equation, both sides of equation, by 2. So this will be half major arc PSQ, this will be half of 180 90 minus half of 2x x. So now for 90 minus x I will put the value angle PQR from equation 1. So half major arc PSQ is equal to angle PQR. So this one is the proof of second case. Now for third case is quite easy because we have an advantage to use this case too. So for third case, see the diagram. So now by case 2 we get angle PQR. This one is acute angle, so this angle is half of major arc PSQ. So we have written. Now by subtracting both sides from 180 we get 180 minus PQ angle PQR equal to 180 minus half major arc PSQ. Now as 180 minus PQR is PQZ because these two angles are angles in linear pair. So angle PQZ is equal to, now I have cross multiplied this 2 here, so 360 minus major arc PSQ whole divided by 2. So angle PQZ is equal to 360 minus major arc PSQ gives us arc PTQ. So this Z is not proper here, that is one mistake. So major arc PTQ upon 2. So angle PQZ is same as half of major arc PTQ. So this one is the proof for third case. So the proof of this theorem is finished. Now we will see the second theorem, theorem of internal division of chords. So when two chords AB and CD of a circle intersect each other inside the circle at point E, then AE into EB is equal to CE into ED. See the diagram. Two chords AB and CD intersect inside the circle at point E, then AE into EB equal to CE into ED. P is the center of circle. Now for given in a circle with center P, chords AB and CD intersect each other at point E. To prove AE into EB equal to CE into ED. Now for construction draw AC and BD. Now we will divide this circle in, we will divide this figure in two triangles, this one, and now by showing the two triangles are similar we will get our result. So in triangle CAE and BDE, see here CAE and BDE, this one, angle CEA is same as angle DEB because they are vertically opposite angles. Then angle CAE is same as angle EDB because they both are inscribed in same arc. So angle CAE same as angle EDB. Now by AA test, these two triangles, triangle CAE and triangle BDE, are similar. So by using the corresponding sides of similar triangles are in the same proportion. So AE upon CE is equal to DE upon BE. So now by cross multiplying we get AE into EB equals CE into ED. This was the proof. Now the theorem of external division of chords. So statement, The secants containing chords AB and CD of a circle intersect outside the circle in a point E, then AE into EB is equal to CE into ED. One thing you must observe here is this: the point of intersection of two chords E is in the each term. So AE, EB, CE, ED. Same happens here. Point of intersection E is in each term AE, EB, CE and ED. So keep this in mind while solving the problems. Now we will see the proof. The diagram now given to prove and construction. Draw AD and BC. Now here for construction, draw AD and BC, not AC and BD. Draw AD and BC. Now to prove, in triangle AED, see AED, this one, and triangle CBE, this one, this angle is common angle. So angle AED is congruent to angle CEB, common angle. The next angle EAD is same as angle BCE because angles inscribed in same arc are congruent. So here this arc BD is intercepted by these angles, this one and this one. So these two angles are congruent. Now by AA test, again we get two triangles similar, triangle AED and triangle CEB. So now again by using corresponding sides of similar triangles, we get proportion AE upon CE equals ED upon EB. Now by cross multiplying, we get AE into EB is equal to CE into ED. So these two proofs are very simple and very on the similar way you can prove them. Same by using AA test, show that two triangles are similar and then use this correspondence and write down the result by cross multiplying. Now the last theorem, the tangent secant segments theorem. So for this theorem, if tangent PT and secant AB intersect each other at point P, then PT square equals PA into PB. So here also the common point, the point of intersection of tangent and secant is P, and you can see P in each term, P here, PA, PB. So we'll write given, and to prove, AB is secant, PT is tangent at point T, PT and PB intersect each other at point P. To prove, PT square equals PA into PB. And now construction, draw AT and BT. Then in triangle APT and triangle BPT, angle PTA is same as angle PBT because of tangent secant theorem. This angle PTA is same as this angle PBT by tangent segment theorem. Then angle APT and angle BPT are same because they are common angles. Then again by AA test, triangle APT is similar to triangle TPB. Now by using corresponding sides of similar triangles, we get AP upon TP equals PT upon PB. And now by cross multiplying, we get PT square is equal to AP into PB. So here is the end of this proof. So today we saw 4 theorems: theorem of angle between tangent and secant, then theorem of internal division of chords, theorem of external division of chords, and tangent secant segments theorem. So go through the textbook and see the proofs if you do not understand here. And we will, before this was the last video of chapter circle, and before going we will just revise these statements again. The four theorems are very important. So first, theorems in short. First was theorem of angle between tangent and secant. So what does it say? It says that angle ABC equals half of major arc AXB and angle ABD is half of major arc AYD. Next was theorem of internal division. Of course, two chords are intersecting inside the circle, then AE into EB is equal to DE into EC. So here point of intersection E is in each term. Similarly, next theorem of external division of chords. Chords are intersecting outside the circle at point Z. So point Z should be in each term. XZ cross YZ equals YZ into VZ. And now the last, tangent secant segment theorem. If tangent and secant intersect outside the circle at point P, then PC square equals PA into PB. So we will stop here and you have to solve the next problem set, which is practice set, which is 3.5. So to make strong these four theorems and how to use this theorem properly, you can understand there. So thank you for watching.